Welcome to this edition of Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle. I'm going to change things up a little bit today. If you've seen any of my prior videos, you know that one of the training programs I'm working on is completing the Army Combat Fitness Test, which is a series of strengthening and aerobic activities. My initial plan was to try and complete this on April 1st. However, due to some health setbacks, I'm going to have to postpone that to June 1st. So what I'm working on is certain of the activities, trying to increase my strength and my endurance. So I'm going to start off with a warm-up that I saw originally in a program called Metabolic Prime, which is something you can find on the internet, and it's a good program. It also is adaptable to something like the Silver Sneakers. So to start off, I'm going to do 4 air squats, followed by 4 trunk twists, and then 4 Army Combat Fitness Test push-ups. We'll repeat that cycle. So start with our air squats. Just let your hips go back first. This is our warm-up, so take it slow. You can automatically modify this by not going quite as deep, or progress by going deeper or adding a light weight. For the push-ups, I like to use a hex bell to try so I can keep my wrist in neutral. You can use your wrist flat if you want. So as we do the push-up, as we get now to the ground, we put our chest rest on the ground and put our arms out to the side. So down, arms out, together, and up. I find this is significantly harder than a standard push-up because our increased range of motion. And for trunk twists, you just let your arms fly. Keep going with these. If you slap over your kidneys, your flank with the hand that's behind, it's supposed to increase blood flow to the kidneys. I don't know, but I often enjoy this exercise. Okay, let's go through another warm-up before air squats. Back to our push-ups. You can modify these by going to your knees. And back to our trunk twist. Let's do another round of that circuit for air squats. For push-ups. And for a trunk twist. It's always a good exercise to get up from the floor. Just doing that for 20 minutes over and over again exercises your entire body. And back to air squats. Push-ups. and trunk twist. Out. So catch your breath, get a drink of water, come back, and we'll start on the first of the Army Combat Fitness Test exercises. Our first exercise traditionally would be a hex bar deadlift. You can reproduce the same movement using dumbbells, holding them to your side. You can have a bench behind you and essentially do, with the dumbbells to the side, deadlift, up. The test involves 3 lifts with the weight you can master. Starting off with 50-pound dumbbells, so 100 pounds. You can progress depending on your access to heavier dumbbells. Probably repeat that exercise 2 or 3 times a week, trying to get up to what would be a passing score or a reasonable score for you. You might find that a light dumbbell for 3 of those moves is all what you can master, and that's totally fine, and you can progress with increased weight as you go along. Equipment needed for the rest of this workout would be a medicine ball. For the test, they use a 10-pound. You can go heavier or lighter. This is 2 45-pound lifting plates with a band we used to drag. 2 kettlebells. In the test, again, they're 40-pound, and a mat for push-ups and plank. For our first action interval, I'm going to do a run for about 60 yards, which in this gym is down and back twice. Now, I'm pretty slow, but at least I'm not fast. Okay. Next, we'll do a medicine ball overhead toss. Backwards, that is. You want to make sure that there's nobody in your area that could get hit with the ball because you can't see where you're throwing it. And I like to use a ball that doesn't bounce. So here it hits a wall and lands flat on the ground. Take the ball between your legs and overhead toss. You do this 3 times. For the next action interval, I'm going to drag the 90-pound weight, running backwards, again for about 60 yards. Need a break after that, and we'll go on to our next strength. I'm not doing this workout necessarily in the same routine that is done in the official Army Combat Fitness test. I split it up into strength and cardio activities. So for our next strength one, let's go back to push-ups. Again, I'm using some hex bows to protect my wrist. On this one, we want to do as many as we can in 2 minutes. We won't do 2 minutes, but that's the test. You can do your standard push-up with arms going out to the side. You can switch to your knees for a modification. And if it's too easy, just do as many as you can. And put these down for the modification. Okay. Total of 10 for me. It's a good start. We'll work up to it over the next couple months. Next action interval, I'm going to grab a pair of 40-pound dumbbells and do my 60-yard run. Modification, just do the run or a lighter pair of either dumbbells or kettlebells. Here we go. I'm going to put those to the side. So, catch your breath, be right back. Our final strength activity is a plank on your elbows. Again, aim for as long as you can hold it. My goal right now is for 2 minutes. Watching a 2-minute plank can get extremely boring, so I'm going to pause the recording at this point, do my 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. That's a new record for me. With plank, you want to make sure that you keep your core engaged so you're not sagging towards the floor. You also don't want to hit your hips up high and get sort of a downward dog position. It's okay to rock back and forth, side to side. That actually engages some different muscles and certainly helps the time pass. So we'll continue to work on these exercises over the next few weeks. I'm going to finish up with one more action interval, which is a 60-yard lateral run, finished with another 60-yard sprint, in quotes. I hope you enjoyed this workout, and we'll see you next time.